Oops. You're on.
Everybody, it's me, the Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. I'm sorry. You need to hold on 1 second. Come here, you. Oh my goodness, I have an anxious little buddy here. It's me, the Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, and welcome to day 3 of Vogue Knitting Live. It's been a crazy week here. We're enjoying all of your messages and your views and your comments on the show. It's just been fabulous, and thank you so much. If you're back for another day with us, thanks for coming back and being so loyal. And if it's your first time here, we really appreciate you stopping by. We've got an hour filled with fiber, fashions, and fun, and even a little puppy with you from Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. And while you're here with us, please be sure to let us know who you are and where you're from. The comment box is there for your comments and your thoughts.
We have Carolyn Noller, will be there. Francine Rogers, I'll be there.
And so I'm guessing you're here by now.
We've got Leticia Castro is back. Hello from Miami, triple exclamation point. And we have Christy Demery, fun to be with you.
Oh, Chris, is it Chrissy or Christy?
Chris. Oh, nope. I messed it up last time also. It is Kirtsey.
And I believe, is that our friend from New Zealand?
It might be.
I'm not sure, because I don't know if Paul's pronouncing your name correctly, so I want to make sure that we acknowledge everybody who's here with us.
Kitsy. It's Kitsy.
Okay. Hi, Kitsy. How are you?
My apologies for botching your name.
So thanks for joining us, everyone, and thanks for taking the time to like Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl and all the things that we bring to you. So as I mentioned, it's day 3 of Vogue Knitting Live. We've got one more day, and actually tomorrow we're going to have a special guest on the show with us for a little bit, so be sure to tune in. You don't want to miss that. I'll tell you more about it at the end of the show. Leticia, I'm glad you're here because something came up today, and Leticia, I wanted to make sure that I share this with everyone. We have lots of drawings and contests on Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, and one of the things that we have drawings for a lot is sharing our posts and sharing the page. And sometimes people have privacy settings set up so that they share the page, but we don't know that you've shared it. So if you take the time, that's right, your settings have to be set on public when you share, and that's really important so that we know that you shared it. And if you choose not to do that, at least let us know in the comments that you shared it, because we want to make sure that we include everyone in our in the contests when we have them. And speaking of what, go ahead, Paul.
Can I just show the quick share slide? All righty, step number 1, where you see it share, the share is circled, click on share. Step number 2, make sure you set it to public for privacy. And then step number 3, just click on the share button and voila.
You're sharing like royalty. So yeah, thanks so much for that. And that's a big help. So yeah, we have a drawing coming up on Monday on our show, our Twisted Stitches show on Monday night from our last show, because we had some great yarns from Apple Fiber Studio last week on Monday. For those of you who are new to Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, we host a show every Monday night from 8 to 8:30 Eastern, right here on Facebook Live. That's called Twisted Stitches. And during the show, we do tips and techniques. We have special guests and trunk shows and all those great things. So be sure to join us and like our page and share our page.
Kitsy is actually from Cortland, New York.
That's right. It's not her first time here with us.
Jane Peluso from Palm Desert, California.
Hi, Jane. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Leticia Castro, thumbs up emoji.
Okay. So, well, go ahead with more.
And Barb Sutter Bednarski, hi again from Grafton. You look great. Rusty again, watching your baby. Melissa, who bought us all the flag shawls last time, is one of my employees.
Ah.
You are holding a special guest right now. And Joanne Gazowski, what is hanging on the teal sweater?
Ah, okay, so let's give it a shot. On the teal sweater right here it's called the Dottie Cowl. The Dottie Cowl uses two different yarns. One is a Juniper Moon Farm Moonshine is your base color, and then your dots are Louisa Harding in Normay. So let me just show you, and then the shawl pin is also hanging on there. And I'm going to take off this is called Silver Leaf. I'll be sure to show that to you again later.
And while you're doing that, Francine Rogers says, Francine Rogers. Hazel Witherspoon, hey, from Central Jersey. How you doing?
Hey, Hazel. I'm from New Jersey originally, so I have a soft spot in my heart for Jersey folks. So here you are. Here's your Dottie Cowl. And this is created, and as I mentioned to you, let me go. I will model it in a moment. Even better. But I want to show the folks some of the colors that we have. So for base colors on this, when we created these, we create a lot of kits for our fans. You can buy the yarns individually. If you see a yarn in a kit that you would like and it's not offered individually, just send us a quick message and we'll take care of that for you. We can customize anything. We find that folks like us, like the fact that we take the mystery out of the skein and help them by creating some kits for them. So here's some of the base colors that you have for this. And then, whoops, for your contrast colors, we've got some really pretty combinations. So I'm going to set this down so I can grab some things and show you. So one of my favorites back from my retail days, I loved dressing windows. I used to work for Loehmann's years ago and then for Canadians. And I loved dressing the windows. And one of my favorite color combinations was black, white, and red. I just think it's such a striking combination of colors, so sophisticated looking. So that's one that you'll find there on the website for this kit. Another kit, you can always put the bonsai together with your white. White goes with everything there. And then we've got the TikTok works really nicely with the gray. So you'll see lots of different combinations for the Dottie Cowl. And what we also did was we put it up as a kit, as a scarf as well. So Dottie Cowl is worked in the round. So you wind up with a double thickness, which is nice and warm for those of us who live in have real winter climates in our areas. So you've got your double thickness, and then it's sewn together. It's grafted at the top with whatever stitch you like to use to close that up. And that's a great way to wear it. We also created it with a longer length for the scarf, and you can just keep going with it to finish it to the length you want. So you'll find the Dottie Cowl in both the cowl size and scarf / infinity cowl. So that's Dottie Cowl. And while we're here on the blue vest, Timberline, Andiamo is a brand new yarn by Jody Long. Jody Long is a designer who's been writing patterns and books for many, many years. He's known a lot for his baby knits as well, but he's did some really creative things with his yarns now. And his newest yarn lines coming out for the fall and winter are two brand new yarns. This one is called Andiamo, and lovely colors on this. I have just a few of them because they haven't even been released yet.
Leticia Castro says, I love that design.
Yeah, I love this. Look at that. Look at those colors. And then there's a red as well. And I believe there's an oyster color. So they got some great colors to start off with on this. And, that's your frosted right there.
And we love Jody Long.
We do love Jody Long. We tried to get him on the show tonight, but he had other commitments. So it was a last minute thing. I thought it would be fun. So the Timber Run shawl has a side closure. We put the really pretty toggle buttons on it. Cable, simple cable here. Nothing crazy. It's just a one stitch cable. And then in the back, the cable goes up the center back. High collar on it so you can keep nice and warm in the winter months. I am not a big coat lover. I don't wear a lot of coats. I wear things like, heavy sweaters, shawls, capes. So I'm a big one for having lots of capes and shawls in my wardrobe.
Our friend Linda Hardiger from Beaumont, California is back.
Hi, Linda. Okay, let's put this up here. I think I have something coming your way, Linda. I think I seem to remember that. All right. So that we have Timber Run and also Dottie Cowl. For those of you who have not been with us yet this week, for Vogue Knitting Live, we're offering free shipping in the U.S. for products for orders over $50. And the code for that is SHIP VK Live, all one word, SHIP VK LIVE. So SHIP VK Live. And that's orders over $50. For my friends in Canada and overseas, what I can do is take $8 off your shipping, because that's about the average of shipping costs here in the US when I average that out across the world, across the country. So if you do order, we appreciate it. And when you order for orders over $50, I will just refund $8 of your shipping costs to keep that really easy all the way around. And we appreciate all of our fans. And we have been very fortunate to grow the way we have this year. We started off our business about 3 years ago in a 25-foot minibus. And we just kind of converted that minibus into a yarn shop on wheels. And so our norm has always been to bring yarn to the people. And we do that with home parties and events and fiber festivals. People love to have knitting parties at home, and we bring the bus there, that sort of thing. And when COVID came along, we had to change our mode of operation. And so we decided to take our home and create a little studio in our home and go lean more toward on social media. And we were very surprised at what happened. So we've gone from what my husband calls from mobile to global, and now shipped to over 44 of the 50 states, and including Alaska and Canada, New Zealand, Australia. So and the Netherlands. So we just keep growing, and we appreciate all that you have done for us to help us grow. Did the pin fall out of Alaska? No, it's
there.
Okay, good.
And the European shipments are in the purple.
Yeah, my map's not big enough. I wanted to be able to see all of the U.S. So the world map would not have given us enough view for everything. So I thank you for all that, and want you to know that if you are new, you can shop with confidence at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, because though we ship worldwide, we still treat our customers as a local yarn shop would. So as a matter of fact, today I did a FaceTime call with a brand new customer, and I walked her through the shop to help her find the yarn that she wanted. She wanted to make this shawl right here. She's a newer knitter. This is a pattern that I suggest for people who have learned to knit already and want to learn some new stitches. So I helped Anna to find the color she wanted, but helped her also to have confidence knowing that if she needs my help as we go along with each new stitch that she encounters, I am just a Zoom call away, and we'll set up a time to get her through that pattern, which is what I do with all my customers. There was another one today who called and was working on the Patriot Game shawl. This is our best-selling item this summer. This is a little red, white, and blue goodie that we created to commemorate the United States and all that we are proud of here. And this is knitted with, in that particular case, we used, and I sold the 3 skeins that were up there. That's made with Queensland United. And it's a great price point and works up very, very quickly. The piece that gets people a little bit confused in here are those little stars, and that's just carrying the yarn across the white, across the blue, and simple to do. So that's on our website, and that's called the Patriot Games Shawl.
Linda Hardiger says, awesome. I'm waiting to start the project until the yarn gets here.
Oh, okay. Well, it should be there shortly. It should be there shortly. That's great. Thank you. Okay, let's see. You know, we started talking about Apple Fiber Studio before, and I have a lot of fun with Apple Fiber Studio yarns because I love how they name all their yarns out of different from different apples, because they're out in Washington. That's one of their, they take a lot of pride in naming their yarns. And my favorite yarn right now that I stock from them is called Macintosh. And Macintosh is a fingering weight yarn, and it is a blend of superfine alpaca, merino wool, and nylon. So very soft and squishy, a nice squishy yarn to work with. And it creates a lovely, lovely product. So this shawl is on our website. It's called Ripple Effect. And you can see here they've used 3 different yarns to create this shawl. They've used the Macintosh, and they use their yarn that's called Sparkling Cider. You might see that little glisten in that Sparkling Cider. And they used their mohair. So really pretty design. It's called Ripple Effect. We have it on our website. Right now it's listed with combinations using 3 colors in the Macintosh as we await other colors to come, other yarns to come in. That was a fun show. And then here's another. It's okay, Paul, you can take your time showing them the different yarns there. So that one was Ripple Effect. And then here's another. I keep forgetting the name of this shawl. It's called Zephyrus. And Zephyrus is knitted using Macintosh and Delicious. Delicious is the mohair. But look how pretty this is. You see how this short side, you have a short side here. I love the V-shaped shawls because they stay on so nicely. And then look how long the other side is. So you can wrap it and know that it's not going to fall off your shoulder. So it's pretty cool. So I'll show you how nice that works. Pretty. Make sure I have my V in the front here. Really nice. And I'll try to give you a better idea of the expanse of it by showing it that way. Really pretty. The delicious yarn, the mohairs. You're going to find lots and lots of a mohair this year. It's a big part of the fashion scene, and get ready for it, because mohair is one thing that you will see, and another that you're going to see is sparkle. Sparkle. So let's talk a little bit about sparkle first, because I was talking with you about Jody Long, and Jody has a new mohair and sparkle combination. Look at this. This is called Glam Haze. This is a superfine alpaca and mohair blend. And Glam Haze is actually a bulky weight yarn. And most of the times when we think about mohairs, we think superfine lace weight, but this is not. So I actually I'll show that to you. So you have the mohair wrapped around the glitter or the sparkle, if you will. So that's really a very, very, this color is called Gorgeous, and isn't it? So we'll be getting more of this, and this is another one of those yarns that hasn't even come out yet. So I'm looking forward, and Jody has a new book out that features these two yarns, and then there's another book that features his yarns that that came out last year. That have been out, the Alba and Chow and My Little Sunshine. So you'll see lots of Jody Long fashions coming our way. Speaking of which, trunk shows. We'll have a Jody Long trunk show that will be in, I believe that one is in late October. I think it's late October, like October 26th is that one, because we have to wait for the yarns to come in. So if I back into it, we've got Jody, and then before Jody's is we have Mirasol, great new yarns by Mirasol coming out, and we have a fabulous trunk show by them. And we just did Juniper Moon Farm, and then we'll be doing also Noro. So the Noro trunk show, let me show you what's going on with the Noro trunk show. Let me grab this little guy while I'm getting there, because he's seriously...
All of our shows will be announced on our Facebook page. Make sure to like Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl.
So the Noro trunk show coming up will feature all the fashions from the newest magazine. So this is Noro magazine number 17. And there are 31 new fashions in there. And I probably use maybe 10 different yarns in the fashions. So what we're doing, is offering the opportunity to preview the yarns and the fashions that will be in the trunk show. And the trunk show is the 21st, which is a week from this coming Monday. So what you'll do is you order your preview kit. And with that preview kit, which we send to you postage free, we take care of the shipping for it. You'll receive your magazine, 6 tasting samples of yarn that are used in fashions in the magazine. You'll get $50 off your shipping of orders of, you'll get free shipping on orders of $50 or more during the time of the preview and the actual show. So that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Free shipping on all your orders over $50. And here's where the preview comes in. You will get to schedule a 30 to 60 minute Zoom, FaceTime, or in-person visit at the Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl studio to preview all the fashions. So the previews are one-on-one. So if you have a quarantine of people who you would like to get together, have them all purchase their preview kits, and then we will make sure that we can accommodate them in a timely manner with you. So each one will have its own scheduled time. And that'll be lots of fun. If you've got a group of folks who you enjoy knitting with and you want to set something up, we'd love to have you do that. So the in-person ones are, of course, if you live nearby, we can surely accommodate an in-person visit. Someone asked the other day, how far are you from Boston? We're about 2 hours from Boston. We're at the southeastern tip of Connecticut, and it's a great little ride, and it's going to be a great fall day. So, we're setting up appointments on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So let's talk about coming to the studio. As I mentioned, our shop is really it's not a shop. It's a studio in our home. And so we've set that up, and we've taken our COVID-19 assessment. We're made sure that we've got everything covered here. We have gloves. If you want gloves, we definitely have masks, because everyone will be required to wear a mask in the studio. And because of the size of it, we can accommodate 1 or 2 people at one time. So we want to make sure that we can practice social distancing and that everybody is safe while they're here. And we've got plenty of hand sanitizer for you too. So we make sure that we've got that all covered for you. So I'm very, very excited about the preview for the trunk show. They're going quickly. and they are limited. And I say that in all sincerity to you. If you are interested, make sure you get your order in, because I want to be sure to accommodate everybody who I can. And you want to make sure that you get your kit in enough time for the trunk show. So if you have it, if you go on the website, it's the Noro Trunk Show preview. And speaking of Noro and the trunk show, we have a wide variety of Noro yarns in the shop. If you're a Noro lover, you know, it's a certain breed that loves Noro, and Noro can go from your 100% wools, like Sweeto is a brand new Noro yarn that is new for the fall. Just got my supply in. This is 100% wool. It is 320 meters, so you've got about 350 yards on a ball. And I just love the tweedy. I've always been a tweed person anyway. But look at those colors. Look how pretty they are. This is a bulky weight yarn. Sweeto is a bulky weight. And we'll have all the kits on our website prior to the trunk show. So that's what this week is all about, getting all the new Noro yarns and kits up.
Anna Maria Milani says, hi, just joining now, and studio is beautiful. I encourage all local folks to take part.
Thanks, Anna Maria. I guess you're back out, you're in our neck of the woods this weekend. I think I saw a picture on Facebook of somebody doing a bicycle ride. So Noro, you know, here's the thing with Noro. We go from the 100% wool that is Sweeto and Ito, another 100% wool. And then we move over to, let me take this pretty color out, the purples. Then we go over to Akari, which is one of my favorite Noro yarns. And Akari is a silk, cotton, mohair, wool, and polyamide blend. That polyamide gives it elasticity. You'll find that in many, many yarns. Look how pretty this green is. Great colors. Great colors. So I'm excited about the trunk show. I can't wait for the fashions to come in. They're going to be fabulous. And they'll be arriving at the middle of next week, so we can get all pictures and everything up for the trunk show. So be ready. And another of Noro's yarns that is newer is this is Sonata, Noro Sonata. And this was very popular this year. If you're new to us, go on our website and look at the pattern called Silverleaf, the Silverleaf shawl kit. It's very, very lovely. Again, another fabulous seller this year. You know, as we transition from one season to the next, there are so many things, you know, so you don't know what you want to wear from one day to the next. Do I need heavy clothes? Do I need light clothes? But the one thing we always need is something to cover our shoulders with and to wrap ourselves in if it gets a little cool in the evenings. One of the things, I don't know if what's happening where you live right now, but we got cool mornings, cool evenings, and then during the day the temperature goes up, and it's just, today was absolutely glorious. I don't know any other way to explain what today was like. It was beautiful here. But always looking for something to, just to wrap around your shoulders, and something like this is great. It's not too big. It's not too small. A little shawl pin on there, a little brooch to give it some extra texture. And then you can always, you can wear your points with the asymmetrical shawls. You can put your design on. I'm looking in the screen there so I can see, because my mirror is on the other side. But you can do that. You can wear your point on the side as opposed to in the front, and give it a nice angle, have it draped there, or you can put it in the front as well, or in the back. Really pretty. So that asymmetrical shawl is very popular this year. And then we have our straight triangles, and we've got a brand new kit that has just been introduced this week that I just love. I couldn't wait to get this one finished, and I'm so glad that Pam got it done for us in time for the show this weekend. This is called Fleur, Fleur, and it is knitted with a Patagonia, which is a juniper moon farm. It's Patagonia. Here's the pink. They have great colors. This is a DK weight, and it's a great yarn. It has 382 yards on skein. This is a fabulous sweater yarn too. I just love it. This is organic merino, so it's 100% wool, and it's organic wool, and it really works up really nicely. It's a nice soft wool when once you've got it worked up, but it's got nice stability to it. The stitch definition and the stability is really nice in this. And another fan right now is knitting a sweater using the Patagonia and a mohair. So that's exactly what this is. This is Patagonia and mohair. The mohair in this one is by Katya, and this is a new yarn by Katya called 50 Mohair Shades, sort of like 50 Shades of Mohair. So what we've done is we've paired the mohair with the Patagonia, and we have a variety of ways that we've done that. For example, in this one, the colors are very similar. We have others where you'll have let me see if I can easily show you. Like there may be something like this where you've got the gold and the green. So you've got more of a contrast in your stripes. So there's lots of different ways that you can create Fleur, and we encourage you to take a look at the website and look at the colors that are there. Again, if you see a base color you like, but you're not sure about the accompanying color, give us a call. There are 50 shades of mohair here that we can work with you on, and I'm more than happy to walk you through the shop so that you can see all the different colors. And as a matter of fact, one of the ways that you can use this great little yarn is in this little wraparound cowl that they have. And I like to take my cowls and kind of knot them because I have little shoulders and I don't like things to be too full on me. So this is knitted holding 2 strands together, and it's just a fun little knit. Goes quickly. It's I believe it's knitted on a size 10 needle. So that is, I think it was two strands held together. Is that what we found the other day? There's also this great oversized sweater and cowl set. And this is on our website already. This one we're working on getting there. I just want to make sure that I'm almost positive it was 2 strands held together on a size 10 needle. And for this, you use one for the scarf that I'm wearing right now. It's 1 shade each of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors. So lots of fun. Very, very pretty. 50 shades of mohair. And I do believe that that's on our website as well. So if you see something on the show that you can't find on the website, don't ever hesitate to give us a call. That's why we're here. We're here to help you find what it is you would like. The Papillon shawl is a very, very popular shawl, and it's been, look at a needy little boy today. Come here. And it's been very popular at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl as well. And Papillon, it's like a cult of people who love Papillon. We had a customer who ordered the kit from us, and when it arrived, she had the hardest time starting it. And once we helped her get through the pattern and understanding what the designer actually wanted the knitter to do, I'll get this, Paul. Wait 1 second, honey. She has now ordered a total of 5 Papillon kits.
Gail Vaughn wants to know what yarn is used for the blue asymmetrical vest.
the blue asymmetrical vest. This, I believe this is the one you're talking about, and that is called Andiamo, Andeamo. It's a super bulky, and it's a super bulky yarn by Jody Long. And you have 175 yards on each hank of this, which I think is amazing for a super bulky yarn. And it's a Peruvian, it's a combination of Peruvian wool and alpaca. So it's got it's got a little bit of a halo to it, and a very, very nice twist. I love the twist on that. It was great working with it. The knitting with it was a lot of fun. So, and that is on our website, KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com. I don't think I even said our website came yet, but I'm guessing that folks might be able to figure that out on their own. So here you go. I wanted to show you the papillon. I wanted something that would stand out and yet not be super multicolored when I did mine. So I created mine using, right here are the colors that we've offered. We have so many more, you can just look on our website. I used Queen Victoria. We used a combination of Queensland Collection Perth and Gadifra Lana Mia Uni. They're both fingering weight yarns. They're both wool, superwash wool and nylon blend. So their fiber content is exactly the same. They work up beautifully. They pair very, very nicely together to give you a lovely garment. And we've had folks put together so many fabulous combinations with these. The rainbow wreath is very popular, and folks have teamed it with gold.
Leticia Castro says, I am from Peru, ! Alpaca yarn is the best, ! Linda Hardiger, that is my next shawl.
Which one? This one? The papillon? It's a very interesting shawl to work. And don't let the short rows fool you or scare you. And certainly don't let the pattern scare you, because the pattern has a lot of pages, but it's nothing that you can't manage. And when you get the pattern, call me and we'll go through it and I'll help you. Don't be confused by it. So I was talking about the black with this. This is always something that's nice. But then
Linda Hardiger says yes.
Then you can put something like that with it. So you got the blue. And where was the other combination I wanted to show? Blue with this, the white, the gold, the red looks, oh, let me show them the red. The red with that is pretty too. So it's as I was putting the kits together, every time I picked up a multicolor and said, what color will go with it? It seemed that every color goes with it. So with the red, with the Queen Victoria, this is Alice Springs. With the Alice Springs, you've got the red. There's a denim that is fabulous.
Linda Hardiger says great.
Look at that combination. Really pretty. Really pretty. And the way the colors flow through with the self-striping yarn in the papillon pattern, what winds up happening is you can see with the short rows how this one is a deep purple and this one here has a little more pink in it, and then they're almost navy in some sections. Then you've got a little blend of the pink and the blue together. So really nice. And I use the coral background for mine. I think I might not have that color out here, but I love that. I love that coral, peachy, shrimpy color. Everybody has their own name for it. So that's the papillon shawl, and we offer it in 2 different lengths. Because I'm short, I decided I didn't want anything that was going to be too very overpowering for me. So I decided to make mine a little bit shorter than the pattern, the original pattern.
I prefer to think of you as vertically challenged.
Oh, I prefer to think of me as short. I prefer to think of me as tall, kind of like Ben thinks he's big. But, you know, that's your Papillon shawl. Really pretty. So you'll find that on our website. And another kit that we put together in 2 different sizes is Dragon Tears. You know, again, sometimes you just want something a little different. Sometimes the different comes by the short rows creating a pattern for you. And sometimes different comes by the actual stitches that you're using. And in Dragon Tears, we have nups and we have bobbles. And it's just, and then there's a cable that goes up the side. So you've got a cable border, which is really very, very pretty on this. You'll see the cable border is across the neckline as well. And then it's all garter stitch. So it's very interesting. I remember when I was first knitting with it, I'm thinking, am I knitting it on the wrong side? Because I don't see the stockinette. But you know, the wrong side is really the right side on this one. And this is knitted with Juniper Moon Farm Santa Cruz. This is another 100% merino wool out by Juniper Moon Farm, where Patagonia is a DK weight. The Santa Cruz is a worsted weight. So we have several colors, whether it's for this kit or others that we have on our website available. And as I mentioned, this particular kit, the Dragon Tears, is done in is offered in 2 different sizes. Okay. So questions, we're good. We're good with questions right now, and questions and comments. So I am then going to just move over to some of our sock yarns that we have available on our website. You're going to find online sock. This is to give you an idea of how the socks work up. The great little flecks and stripes throughout in these. They have this is a wool and aloe. So let me show you how pretty these socks are. This is 75% wool, 25% polyamide, and we have some great colors in this sock yarn.
Nitty Gritty, how about for those that have never knitted socks before?
Oh, you're so cute. Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl offers training as a training. Man, I'm going back to my old career. We do instructional classes here too at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, and one of the classes that we do is a Zoom class right now. Of course, we're not going to do one-on-one classes or group classes, and it's called Zoom. And just like that, you're knitting socks. And what we do in those Zoom classes, we pretty much go to 4 classes. It's scheduled for 3, but our classes take you toe up using magic loop. And we do one at a time to learn the socks. Actually, what most people are doing is they wind up with 2 sets of needles, and they take their yarn and they split it, and they practice their stitches by doing one sock and then doing the other to practice the stitches, which is a fabulous way to get both socks done at the same time. So as I said, we teach you toe up, magic loop. If you've never learned magic loop before, this is a great way to learn it. And we start you with your toe, and we teach you the increases across the top of your foot, the toe of your foot, I should say, and then the instep. The second class is your heel flap, and then the third class is your heel gusset, and then we go back to working in the round again and finishing up your sock. Linda
Hardiger wants to know, can I get a PDF of the pattern? I tend to mark up the pages lots.
If you get a PDF, oh, absolutely. If you order the kit, you'll definitely get a PDF of the pattern. Actually, what I do is I always send you a PDF printout of your pattern. And if you would like to if you'd like a electronic version of it, I'm happy to send you an electronic version of it as well, so that you can print out as many copies as you want. I find that for me, it's always easier to have a printed copy. But yeah, happily. A lot of people use Knit Companion or another app where you can follow your patterns. And I've used Knit Companion before, and I really like it. It's got some great little tools that you can use in there to stay on track and for your patterns. So sure, when you order a kit from me, if you want your yarn wound, let me know and we'll wind it for you. If you want a PDF version in addition to your printed pattern, I'm more than happy to accommodate that for you as well. So yeah, no problem. So besides the online sock, we also have some really nice cotton socks. Some folks don't really like their a woolen sock. So we've got some cotton socks by Gadifra, and this is a Lanamia Coton. Great, and they've got striped and speckled versions. So this is the speckled version. I love the way they kind of create their own little design as you're knitting with them. And then the self-striping are the others there. And then another.
Linda Hardiger says perfect.
Then another another sock yarn that works really nicely is the Indulgence with, they have Indulgence with silk, with cashmere, and Indulgence merino. So this is the cashmere merino. This is the extra fine merino. Then there's the silk, and then there's a cashmere blend. So we have lots of colors available with those as well. So this is a little heavier sock. I call this a bedroom sock. Something that you might want to wear when you're watching TV. It's not too heavy, but it's not as light as a shoe sock would be. And also another thing that's lots of fun and a great sock yarn is the Gadifra Lanamia Uni. So if you're knitting socks and you want to have, this is really fun. I love when we do this. You want to do your toe and your heel in a solid and the rest of your sock in a print. Isn't that fun? And then you can always do your cuff in the solid if you want, or vice versa, however you'd like. So Lanamia Uni is a great sock yarn as well. Again, many of these you'll see on our website in kits, but if you see something you love the yarn, just let us know and we'll be happy to customize something for you. Oh, and speaking of customizing, if you have not seen our knittable arrangements on our website, be sure to check them out, especially if you know a knitter or if you know someone who likes to send knitter gifts rather than a knitted item. If someone likes to knit, we really have a great time putting together knittable arrangements and creating floral bouquets, yarn bouquets that can be customized with different yarns by price, whatever, we've got all different price ranges. But remember, just because we say it's a small doesn't necessarily mean that like there's one kit that I put together this week that was about $150 kit. And it used art yarns. So it's a merino and cashmere blend yarn. So really beautiful yarns put together. There were 3 skeins in that yarn, and it was just gorgeous when it was done. So, we really do it up. We we put things in there like stitch markers, and was always a sample of soak wash, because I love soak wash for blocking, and maybe a tape measure, little things alongside with the yarns to kind of keep that kit nice and full and flowers in there and, you know, some silk flowers in there to give it some texture. So lots of fun. If you've not seen our knittable arrangements, please take a peek. And we do everything. We'll do a bouquet, such as you saw. We put baskets together, and we always include pattern suggestions. Actually, the one that we did this week was specifically for a pattern that this person wanted to include with, you know, that she would put it together, a kit specifically for that pattern. So are there questions there, Paul? Okay, I saw you looking down, so I wasn't sure. Okay, so I wanted to take you again we were talking about Jody Long before. And one of the things that we did with Jody's yarn, Jody has this great cotton and acrylic yarn. It's a sport weight, and it's called My Little Sunshine. You'll find it in some of his books. I have some of his books out here. Oops. This is Jody's book, Sweet Knits for Babies. And I can't remember for the life of me the other book that we have on our website with Jody's yarns in it, but it's another of his baby books. And in here, there are 30 different designs for babies. And one of the things that we did, I'll tell you about this book in a minute, but My Little Sunshine is a great cotton and acrylic yarn. And what we did with it for the summer was we blended it with, let me put these two together so you can see. We blended it with Huasco by Araucania, and it's called Huasco Caton. It's a great summer weight. It's cotton fingering weight yarn. And we decided to pair these two yarns together for Casapinka's Breathe in Hope. So on our website, you'll find several combinations to create Breathe and Hope using My Little Sunshine and Huasco cotton. This is really, has anybody here knitted Breathe and Hope? I'm curious if you're watching, let us know if you've knitted Breathe and Hope, because it was a very interesting knit. And we actually knitted it up using in two ways. We did the cotton for the summer, and I also knitted it using Art Yarn's Merino Cloud.
Pamela Rose Atkins, great show.
Oh, thanks, Pam. Thank you, Pamela Rose. So here's the Breathe in Hope done in the Merino Cloud. And you can see that we put a little bit of sparkle in there.
Sparkle.
A little sparkle, because one of the real extra special treats about Merino Art Yarn's yarns are the beaded silken sequins. So every kit that we create using Art Yarn's yarns can be created with or without the sequins, because we know that that's a real extra special touch. The sequins are it's 100% silk with glass beads and sequins. So it's a real special touch to your projects. So we make sure that when we create a project, the same project can be done with or without the beads. And you'll be seeing more of Art Yarns, and we'll be talking more about Art Yarn's yarns tomorrow night on the show when Iris is here with us. But that'll just give you here's another one of another kit that we did using Art Yarn's Merino Cloud. And that has the black and the gray in it. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember the name of the club edition that was. And then the beaded silken sequins. And again, just a little touch of them here and there to give it some extra texture and a little bling. I'm from Jersey. I love bling. It's my thing. Bling is my thing. So there's another piece I wanted. I was going to wait till the end. I have one more thing. If you, I'm going to go that way. So you let me know when you're ready for me to move along. Okay. Look at that. Bucket is the name of that shawl. You may have seen that shawl, and you may have seen it on a white background with multicolored flowers. Well, a dear friend, Miss Jan, who does lots of knitting for Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. Jan and Pam are my elves who help me out. And Jan, when she knitted the first one with the white background, she said, you know, I have a vision. I want to see what it looks like with a multicolored background. And when it came to me, it reminded me of a Monet. Just that, you know, the water lilies in Monet, the way they just kind of fade in and just absolutely gorgeous. So the way we created this kit for Bucket is we used KFI Indulgent Sport Hand Paint, which is a superwash wool, nice and springy superwash wool, very, very lovely. And we teamed it up with Mirasol. We're using Mirasol Nuna, Sulca Legata, and in some cases, we've actually even used some Hario Fine. We use that one as well as an accent color. So in this, you might see a kit like this where you'd have the reds and whites and blues in your flowers, the pinks, and then in your background, and then the red for your flowers. You might find a, well, this combination here with the purple. And we've got so many out there on the website. So take a look at Bucket. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the original version of the shawl is created with a white background and multicolors to create, or self-striping to create the flowers. You can use any of the same yarns that you would use for your papillon shawl. It's the same type of striping. So that's something to consider. If you like the white background, give me a call, and I'm customizing a kit right now for someone else using multicolor flowers and a white background. So we have all those things available for you.
Andrea Berg says, what is the pattern name, please?
The pattern name is a Bucket, B-U-K-E-T-T, Bucket. And remember, if your order is over $50, we have free shipping in the U.S. KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com is our website. And if you are outside the U.S., we will take $8 off your shipping. We'll refund $8 of your cost of your total to you to compensate for some of those shipping costs. What do we have on time left, Paul?
We've got 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to leave you with tonight. I'm going to leave you with Meet Me at Midnight. One of my favorites. Pam was my knitter on this, and she did a great job. It was, you know, when Jan had a vision for the bucket shawl, I had a vision for Meet Me at Midnight, and I am so pleased with the way this came out. This is simple mosaic knitting. Well, I'm not going to say simple. Sorry, Pam. It's what I mean is mosaic knitting is really simple. If you can follow the slip one, knit one, and the design, it's really a great pattern to work with. And I just love, we have such a great variety of colors and combinations of kits. For this one, we use the silver, the green, and the blue. But here's another great combination. Look at the red. This rose color is just so pretty. I love it. And then there's another with purple and silver, and green is another great combination. And purple and silver and gold is fabulous. Let me show you real quick. I love it. Look. So, you know, when you look at your colors and you say, what do I want my base color to be? And then, you know, we'll put the others together. So Meet Me at Midnight is on our website at KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com. Look at all the lovely colors that we have there. And if there's anything we can do to help you, please let me know. Tomorrow night on our show, we're going to have some special kits or special offers for you to end the week. I know today is local yarn shop day, but we're going to take local yarn shop day and move it to tomorrow with some special deals for you here at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. So be sure to tune in. We will see you then. And anything else, Paul? You got people set?
Don't forget, we're your local yarn shop 24/7 at KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com.
We are your local yarn shop, and we appreciate everything you do to enjoy what we bring you. So thanks so much for loving us here at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, and we'll see you tomorrow.